Bonjour, and welcome to the explanation for structure 1-3, the naming of people and things. This week we'll be talking about les articles indéfinis, indefinite articles. The French indefinite articles are un, une, and des. These are the equivalent to a, an, or some. In French, these words go before nouns, just like in English. The difference is that in French, nouns, which as you know are people, places, things, or ideas, have a gender. They're either masculine or feminine. The nice thing is that things that seem to be logically masculine, such as boys or men, are actually masculine, and things that refer to nouns that refer to females are feminine, girls, women. But the gender of inanimate objects is completely unpredictable in French. For that reason, I recommend that you memorize the article along with the noun when you're working with your vocabulary. Instead of just looking at the word here, livre, and knowing that that's a book, instead remember un livre, and then you'll always know that book is masculine. Similarly, with fenêtre, a window, instead of just learning the word fenêtre, learn une fenêtre, and then you'll remember that it's feminine. The three forms of the indefinite article in French are un for masculine, une for feminine nouns, and des for all plurals. In French, it doesn't matter if the plural noun is masculine or feminine. We always use des. Let's look at some examples. Un cahier. Is that masculine or feminine? Right, that's masculine. How about un professeur? Again, that's masculine. Une fenêtre. That one's feminine, exactly. Une fenêtre. How about un tableau? Exactly, that one's masculine. No particular reason as to why a notebook, a professor, even me, and a tableau are masculine and a window is feminine, just the way it is. When we form the plural, we can always use des in every case, regardless of whether the noun is masculine or feminine. Normally, to form the plural of the noun, we just add an S to the end. For example, un cahier and des cahiers, or un professeur, des professeurs, une fenêtre, des fenêtres. But in nouns that end in EAU, such as un tableau, we put an X on the end. Un tableau, des tableaux. The difficulty here is that whereas in English we hear the difference between the singular and plural, house, houses, car, cars, dog, dogs, girl, girls, we hear the pronunciation difference. In French, you don't. Therefore, the article is of particular importance because when you're listening, it tells you if the noun is singular or plural. Un cahier, des cahiers. Un professeur, des professeurs. Une fenêtre, des fenêtres. Un tableau, des tableaux. The only way you can hear the difference between the singular and the plural is with the article. Another important pronunciation tip is that when un is followed by a vowel sound, for example, étudiant, then we pronounce the N. Otherwise, we don't. Similarly, if des is followed by a noun that begins with a vowel sound, then we pronounce the S like a Z. This kind of pronunciation is called a liaison. For example, un étudiant, or des étudiants, des étudiants. Let me go back one slide so that you can hear the difference. Un cahier, un professeur, no N. Des cahiers, des professeurs, no Z. But here, un étudiant, des étudiants, we hear the liaison. I hope this made sense to you. Feel free to rewind if you have questions and listen to any part of it again before you take the quiz and then come to class.